Hello YouTube, Cowless Gamer here with another World of Tank video. Now, the update 2.0 finally arrived in the NA server, and I'm super happy. At first I got a little server connection issues, but a couple hours later, especially after work, when I came back, I finally got to play 2.0, and I finally got my gift. Now, the gift that I decided to go for myself is the mouse, and the reason why is because looking at my garage, I realized I play a lot of support tanks and versatile tanks and light tanks, but I don't have true heavy tanks. I That's why in other videos I featured the TT-130 because I realized I wanted more heavy tanks, like true heavy tanks, and they're all good. That's why I also got the Liberté and the Wall Breaker. But I decided that I kind of want a little more, and I decided to get the mouse. The mouse, I feel no regrets getting it because my goodness, the mouse is very good. And this is my very first gameplay footage that I recorded with the mouse. Sadly, I lost, but you will see the potential of why I wanted, a true heavy tank, a true super heavy tank, because it's all about the durability, survivability, in other words, being a real tank. After all, this game is called World of Tanks, and the mouse is one of the most famous tank in the game, if not the most famous tank in the game, and I feel like that's the main reason why a lot of people play World of Tanks. Aside from the Tiger tank and aside from King Tiger tank, which are famous World War II tanks, the mouse, it's definitely like a real tank because some of the tanks in this game are a little bit on the fictional side. Um, but the mouse, it was definitely real. If you Google it, if you do a little research online, you will quickly realize this tank is real, and it's also featured in the museum, in the tank museum. So yeah, this this giant fortress is real, and me personally, I'm very happy that I finally got it with the gift, and now I kind of want to grind for that tier 11, even though the tier 11 tank is fictional. Now that tank is completely fictional, the tier 11. It's definitely like a step up in terms of tankiness and survivability than the mouse. On top of that, you get two little HE cannons, so it's gonna deal damage no matter what, even if it's a little bit. But still, kind of want to get that tier 11. And my plans after grinding for that tier 11 is get the light tank of the German. Looking at my tech tree, I realized that I play a little too much on the American side. And I'll admit, as a person living in USA, I'm a little bit biased on America, but that's because America has so many. Well, in this game, America has so many versatile jack of all trade tanks, and that's why I went for the T-57 Heavy because that tank was definitely versatile, but I love its firepower. It's like a machine gun cannon heavy tank. But sadly, it's not a true heavy tank. It's a support heavy tank, meaning that it has zero armor, and the survivability is like meh. Matter of fact, the survivability on the T-57 Heavy is kind of comparable to a medium tank on tier 10. When I got the Patton, love it. Jack of all trades. It can tank, but the tank, it's like the tankiness is only on the fronted turret armor. It still has weak spot, but it could still like take some damage here and there. And the health pool of the Patton is pretty good, but not amazing or anything. But the mouse, oh, now the mouse is a true heavy tank. I love the high hit points. The hit points is high enough that it takes at least three or two shots. It depends if the enemy is very lucky, but it takes three shots from the Death Star or the FV, you know, barn, those one-shotter tanks. It literally takes them two or three hits just to take you out. And but more likely it's gonna be three hits. It really depends on the RNG, because keep in mind World of Tanks is one of those games that has RNG, random generator numbers in this game. So yeah. So majority of the time those Death Star, those one-shotters, it's gonna take like more than 3 hits just to finish you off. 3 hits at least, or a little more. And if they're lucky, or on your end, bad luck, it takes 2 hits. But yeah, loving the mouse. I don't regret it. I think the next tank I'm gonna grind for is some German light tank, because looking at the tech tree, I realize I have almost nothing in the German light tank. I'm about to get the EBR 105, and I'm also about to get the hacker because I already got the Patton. So yeah, uh, I'm gonna definitely keep grinding on this game, especially after buying the subscription, the World of Tank Plus, is to help grind the game much more faster. But yeah, loving the mouse, and sadly, guys, I've been having bad luck with the mouse. Like, just like the TT130M, like I like that tank because it feels like a true heavy tank. You do absorb a lot of hits, just like the mouse. I absorb a lot of hits. For some reason I keep having bad luck with teammates. Like I keep getting pair with teams that are kind of brain dead and they charge in without realizing the situation. Because keep in mind, guys, in War of Tanks, the game is kind of simple, but at the same time, it requires a little bit strategy. Same thing with the
Yeah.
mouse. The mouse, it requires a little strategy, and you're gonna see me in this footage that I'm trying my best to maximize its armor. And when I did maximize the armor, my goodness, I've been bouncing shots. As a matter of fact, I've been bouncing more potential damage than my actual, health pool. And the mouse has the
Yeah.
highest health pool in the game. The only tank that comes close to the mouse is the Type 5 Heavy from the Japanese tree line. And the Type 5 Heavy, it recently
I'll
got
send
buffed,
that
by the
one
way. So
across.
now that tank is
100%.
comparable, if
Right.
not slightly superior than the mouse. So yeah,
So it
the
has its
mouse and the Type 5
being
Heavy,
out of
there are
town
two,
that I
behemoths
recruit all
in this
these
game,
guys.
scary behemoths. And
You
as you
want
can
the
see, I'm
down
like bouncing
left?
shots, but
I'll send
sadly, I still lost. Why? Because the team they fell on themselves, and sadly, in Water Tanks, it's a team game. Yeah,
all right.
I end up losing. Try my best to be a good heavy tank, but yeah, I still end up losing. And you guys seen my video on the
Teach you how
skirmisher
to build.
playing a true heavy tank? Because I was using the wall breaker. Playing a true heavy tank competitively can work. In matter of fact, it could be very beneficial for your team, just like a light tank scouting for the team. So being a big guy, being absorbing a lot of damage, but not yeah, absorbing a lot of damage and
Yes, I
training your
do.
health pool a little bit
You can
and
see
bouncing a
he
lot
is
of hits
regular
is
members
super
and
beneficial for
recruit
your
guards.
team, and you're gonna be like a liability against the enemy team.
Get
Well,
ahead.
guys, I'm gonna end it here because I feel like I'm ranting a lot. But yeah, a little bit upset that right now my win rate with the mouse is very low, despite that I've been performing well, and despite that I'm trying my best to maximize, the mouse potential, especially with its heavy armor and high health pool. I really do feel like a giant metal box of fortress. Like
All
this
right.
tank
This
really
here
does feel
clan
like it.
portal.
And the slowness, the
Okay.
sluggish, is forgivable because of the high health pool and the
Holster.
armor. Like I've been bouncing
Fetch.
shots, even people shooting me from the back, like it still bounces shots. So
Okay. See that
yeah,
recruit new
love it. I
member?
love that feel, and no regrets
Okay.
on using the GIF on this. My personal opinion, guys, if you guys are gonna use your GIF, I'm not gonna speak it for you. All I gotta say is this: um, do a little research before you make a
Just a
decision,
second.
and be sure with yourself what play style in World of Tanks you prefer. If you prefer to be very fast, very speedy, get something like the
Okay.
EBR.
You see this list
EBR
here?
is the fastest wheel tank in the game, or tank
Recruit
in
new
general.
members. All right.
If you want something jack of all
Zero
trades,
gamer two
versatile,
Zoro.
get the Patton. Again, my recommendation. But it really
Here's
depends
the
on your
clan
playstyle. If you
set
want
in.
something tanky, very, you know,
Is all is
strong, powerful, like the
yep.
immovable object, get the mouse.
So what
Definitely
I
get the
do
mouse,
is
or
I
get the
go
Type
back.
5 Heavy since that got buff and now it's more menacing than ever. But the reason why I prefer to get the mouse is because it leads to the tier 11 the new tanks, the tier 11. So keep that in mind. And of course, if you want something like heavy hitter, get the Grilly or the
Okay.
Jack
You
Panzer
see there where it
E100
says standby?
or uh, what was that other tank? There is a Soviet tank that
Are
also
you
hits
looking
hard,
for
but
actively in
I
that
kind
plant
of
south
forgot. It
stronghold?
kind of flew out of my head.
Land reserves.
But if you want
Place
something
one of those
aggressive,
maps on the
definitely get the
sterner map.
IS-7, which, by the way, it leads to the
These are
tier 11, the
massive center fire bases.
KR-1. The KR-1 right now is very overpowered and it's
Oh, is
almost
it?
like dumb-proof. The only
So
weak
many
spot
teams reserves
frontally
there.
is the lower plate. That
So
armor, like, do a
that's
little
how
research, guys. The
that's
armor
why
of
I
the
got Bama,
KR-1 is
Bama
ridiculous.
Sun, and
The only tank that beats it in terms of
other
armor
other
is the tier
places.
11, the one that comes after the mouse, the Transrate. I think that's what it's called,
But you just get
Transrate.
through here.
But yeah, well,
It's a
guys,
new
I'm gonna
map,
end it here. And again, I'll do a little
and
research.
there is
Pick whatever
9
tree line that you
pages
prefer in terms of playstyle.
of
Because remember, Water
player
Tanks
there. So
offers different playstyles.
yeah,
Canada's
mod
Gamer
members.
over and out.
Yep.
Please like and subscribe. Leave a comment down in the comment
So
section below. I
what
do
I
read them.
do,
I'll try my
I'll
best to
get to
reply
that
them.
list,
And have a good day. And thank you for watching,
and
guys.
tomorrow
Adios.